but also the layoff of 608 days for the Colombian fighter compared to only 82 days for the fighter out of Santa Ana, California. Mark Frido's in the center of the ring, ready to present his second fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues from here in Cancun, Mexico. Poliforum Benito Juarez. With our co-featured contest this evening, it's scheduled for 8 rounds in the welterweight division. It's brought to you by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions in association with Pepe Gomez Cancun Boxing. And presented by Tecate, the official beer of boxing. Hennessy, never stop, never settle. Ford, Cohudec, Gobierno del Estado de Quintana Roo. Oasis, Oasis loves you. Riviera Maya, paradise is forever. Check them out at rivieramaya.com. And Mexico, a world of its own. Visit mexico.com. The judges for this contest are Jesus Gonzalez, Gamaliel Azcora, and Fernando Barbosa. And controlling the action at the sound of the bell, the referee in charge is Florentino Rocha. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at an even and ready 147 pounds. His professional record consists of 12 victories against 7 defeats, 8 wins by way of knockout. Wearing red, trimmed with white, a native of Palenque, Colombia. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Pascual Salgado. And ladies and gentlemen, his undefeated opponent across the ring weighed in at 146.4 pounds. His professional record, 9 bouts, 9 victories, 6 coming by way of knockout. Wearing gold with black and hailing from Santa Ana, California. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Alexis Rocha.
El centro. Ya saben, hay que hacer una pelea limpia. Vamos a aplicar el reglamento. Obedezcan cuando yo intervenga. Choquen sus guantes y a sus esquinas.
All right, ready for action here on Golden Boy Boxing on ESPN. Although Virgil Ortiz did not give us an opportunity to even breathe or get any much of a boxing call in the commission here in Cancun made the correct call. Called that a knockout. We'll see if Mr. Knockout himself, Alexis Rocha out of Santa Ana, California, says boxing allowed him to get out of a bad neighborhood or out of a bad situation. He still is in the neighborhood wanting to be a great example to such extent that the city of Santa Ana gave him an award called the Rose in the Concrete alongside Gilbert Melendez, the former UFC champion. And so he really wants to make a difference in that community. This young Mexican-American who fights out of a southpaw stance, taking on Pascual Salgado from San Basilio, Colombia.
And motivated also to change his life and his lifestyle. I mean, here's a guy that was 200-something pounds and you know, worked on his health, worked on his weight, and then said, look, I can box, I want to fight. I mean, this is a remarkable story, and I'm looking to see big things. But first, he has to prove that he's worthy tonight.
You know, Alexis Rocha walked into the gym as a 200-pound, 13-year-old, following his brothers, Ronnie Rios, a Golden Boy prospect who's 7 years older, and Salvador Rios to the gym. And his trainer, now Hector Lopez, said, look, if you're disciplined and you put in the work, you can change your life. And that's exactly what he's done. And here, he's trying to take Salgado out early. He says, I'm a composed fighter, but once I see my opening, I take advantage of it.
And he has a really good tight defense, so he basically can deflect any punch that's coming that's wide or even coming slow. And you know what? Look for him to counter every time. He feels that he needs to go ahead and punch in between the punches that are coming at him.
Ooh, nice combination, and we see exactly how Salgado feels it, and he goes down.
And he goes down because he knew that he can throw combination punches. And I don't think he's getting up because they were smart body shots. This is over, Bernardo.
You're not continuing? Exactly, B-Hop. No, he is not continuing. Big big combination punching from Alexis Rocha. His coach, Hector Lopez, says his power is because he kept what he calls his fat strength. When he was a chubby kid, he dropped down to 147 pounds. He says, I want to dominate this talent-laden division and then make a name for myself and become a welterweight champion and eventually be the best in the world pound for pound.
Yes, the fighters that can fight can punch. Look at this replay. You see the left right underneath the right elbow, which hit the rib. This was a punch that was set up by not only the power of it, positioning, the body twerking into that body shot, which made the effect to make his opponent say no more. This is a good left shot underneath the elbow.
It was a delayed effect, but Salgado felt it immediately, took a step back, and then he could no longer hold his feet. And it was a great finish from Alexis Rocha. We'll take one more look. The body shot, and then he connects the left, but that was nothing really. The body shot, it was to make him take a knee, and he's lucky that the referee didn't admonish him for that right hand when he was already on his knee. He was already out at the time. He was not getting up, and you called it immediately.
And I think the momentum made that last right hand reach his mark, but it was a risky, and it was kind of like on the borderline where he might have said something in effect of, a foul. But it wasn't. This what happened. This is a result from body shots. All the young fighters out there, Bernardo, should look at how you kill the body, how you go to the body early, and 9 out of 10, you're going to see effect that it'll do on your opponent.
And how about when you're a southpaw and you have that opportunity to connect with your strong hand, just as Alex Rocha just did? So we've had 2 quick knockouts. We'll go to a break, and we'll come back with our main event from Cancun, Mexico. It's been paradise for the fighters who came in looking for knockouts, and bad for the victims.
Canelo, be bold.
Be bolder.
Whoa, come on, Canelo, be bold.